It happened 11 years ago. Nobody else remembers it. You still do, in perfect, cringing detail. That one sentence you said, at exactly the wrong moment, to exactly the wrong person. But why did your brain choose to keep that, out of millions of forgettable days? Most of your memories fade fast. What you ate on a random Tuesday. What you wore last month. Gone within days, sometimes hours. But the time you tripped in front of your whole class, burned in, permanently, replaying at 2 a.m. for no reason at all. Here's the twist. Your brain isn't malfunctioning when it does this. It's doing exactly what it evolved to do. Psychologist Roger Brown coined the term flashbulb memory to describe moments the brain tags as unusually vivid and lasting. His research found these memories aren't necessarily more accurate. They just feel more real. The brain isn't recording truth. It's recording importance. And to your nervous system, social humiliation registers as a survival-level event. Not an exaggeration, a real one. For most of human history, your ancestors lived in small groups of maybe 50 to 150 people. There was no walking away and starting fresh in a new town. Reputation was survival. Get exiled from the group, and you likely didn't make it. So a single social misstep could carry the same biological weight as a physical threat. Neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux's work on the amygdala showed how this brain region tags emotionally intense experiences and stamps them into long-term memory with extra strength. It doesn't distinguish well between a predator lunging at you and a room full of people laughing at you. Both trigger the same alarm system. Both get flagged. Remember this. Don't repeat it. That's the part most people miss. Cringing isn't a flaw. It's a teaching mechanism. Evolution didn't build you to feel good. It built you to survive long enough to reproduce, and social standing was part of that equation. There's more. Psychologist Thomas Gilovich studied something he called the spotlight effect, the tendency to believe other people are watching and judging you far more closely than they actually are. In his experiments, people wildly overestimated how much others noticed their embarrassing moments, sometimes by more than double. The people around you were living inside their own spotlight, worrying about their own mistakes, barely registering yours. So that moment you replay at 2 a.m. The other people in the room likely forgot it within the week, maybe within the hour. Your brain kept it anyway, because it wasn't really protecting your image. It was protecting your place in the group, using the only tool it had. Make the pain sharp enough that you never repeat the behavior again. Modern life hasn't caught up to this. You're no longer in a tribe of 150 people where one mistake could mean exile. You're surrounded by strangers most days, people who will never think about you again after you pass them on the street. But the old alarm system doesn't know that. It still treats a slightly awkward conversation like a potential threat to your survival. That's why the memory doesn't fade like the others. It was never filed as ordinary. It was filed as a lesson, written by a part of your brain that still thinks you live in a village where everyone knows your name and your mistakes could get you left behind. So the next time that memory surfaces uninvited at 2 a.m. for no clear reason, you'll know what it actually is. Not proof that you're broken. Just an old survival circuit, still trying to keep you safe in a world it no longer fully understands.